Lily, I'm really sorry. After the accident gets sorted out, I'm going to the hospital. So, what about your leg?
I was told that I may never walk again.
I'm sorry, because I carelessly missed a red light. I am truly sorry. I'll support you for the rest of my life, so please forgive me.
It's something that has happened. It's okay now. There's nothing we can do, right?
That's not good. I took your ability to walk because of my own negligence, you know?
That's why it's useless to regret what has already happened. You must be in a lot of pain too, right? Sure, I'm shocked too, but I'm happier that both of us are alive.
Lily,
I want to eat something sweet. I can't move yet, and I can't go to the hospital store. Can you bring something when you come to visit?
okay. I'll bring your favorite cake. Wait, is it okay to have cake at a time like this?
If I say I want to eat it, then please bring it.
Okay. Also, I don't have the face to meet your parents.
My parents are shocked too, but they're calm. You'll be okay.
Really? I might be told to divorce you. Then I wouldn't be able to refuse.
I would hate to break up at this point. And my parents wouldn't say something like that.
But if I were a parent, I think I couldn't forgive it. Because I took the precious ability to walk from their daughter.
Tom, it's okay. People aren't that weak. Indeed, it might have been an irreversible incident, but let's focus on the fact that we are both safe now.
Getting encouraged by you who's hurt the most.
I understand that it's hard for you too, Tom. It might be tough from now on. But we can overcome it. So, shall we try our best?
Yeah. You're right. Just as you say. I will definitely support you.
Please do so. I might be a bother for a while, but I will keep living, looking forward. Tom, are you going to be home late again today?
Sorry. I have to work overtime.
I see. You know I made your favorite dish today. Do you think you can eat it when you get home?
No, I might not be able to today. I'll eat it for breakfast tomorrow.
Understood. Then I'll keep your portion in the fridge.
Lily, you know, you don't have to push yourself. Don't worry about me, just take care of yourself.
But right now I can only stay at home. And recently I've been able to do household chores by myself, right? So I want to do more.
Seeing you work so hard, I don't know how to say. It seems painful.
I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not pushing myself. You don't have to say it that way.
But you don't have to do the household chores. Oh, right. You can go back to your parents' house for a while. Wouldn't it be more relaxing there?
I won't go back to my parents' house. If I go back now, I might end up relying on them.
It's okay. You've been discharged from the hospital and living in a wheelchair, right? And there's still weekly physical therapy. Our apartment is small. I don't think it's a very good environment.
If I go back, I'll be away from you.
I'm worried. I leave you alone in the house most of the time because of work. What would you do if there was a fire? Do you think you can escape if there's an earthquake?
That is, I won't know until it happens.
You probably can't escape. Our place is an apartment, and if the elevator stops, you're done. Because you can't use the stairs.
If you keep saying that, you'll never be able to live the life you want. Why not move to a ground floor apartment or a detached house then?
You can't just spring a moving conversation on me.
Shouldn't we strive to live in our current home then? And what happens after I go back to my parents' house? What will be the catalyst for me to return to this house? I'm going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. You're not planning on living separately forever, are you?
No, I'm just genuinely worried about you, Lily.
I'm doing my best not to bother others as much as possible. Have a little faith in me.
It's not a matter of not trusting you.
Are you trying to kick me out?
No.
You've hardly been at home lately, right? Even when you come home, you only sleep. Even on your days off, you go out somewhere alone. It's like you don't want to be with me.
Lily, I'm sorry.
What?
To be honest, it hurts me to see you, Lily.
Huh?
I'm reminded of the accident, and I feel like I'm being blamed for it.
We decided not to think about who's at fault anymore, right?
I just can't get past it. It's painful every day.
Don't say things like that.
I'm sorry, but that's how I truly feel. I don't want to see you now.
Are you abandoning me?
Stop saying it like that. If you were married to me, I think it would be okay to continue the marriage.
But we're going to live separately, right? That makes no sense.
Because I can't say I want a divorce.
You're the worst. That's not fair. That's cruel.
All I can do now is apologize to you. I'm sorry. I'll leave everything else up to you.
I'm fine. I understand. I'll go back to my parents' house. I'll also divorce you.
Are you sure?
Because you don't have any feelings for me. There's no reason to continue the marriage, right?
Because I was the one who... your legs.
I'll forget about you too. You can be free now. Tom, I heard from my mom.
She told you? My mother-in-law sure has bad timing. I can't believe you would just walk into her house to pick up your forgotten stuff.
It's only been a few days since our divorce. And you're already living with another woman? You planned to break up from the start, didn't you? Were you having an affair?
No, that's not it. I had a serendipitous encounter right after our divorce. We hit it off and decided to live together. Also, I've already returned the key. Tell your mom not to come here again.
So cruel. If you had another woman, you should have just been honest. Did you not want to pay alimony for the affair?
I said it wasn't an affair. Do you have any proof?
Who starts living together in just a few days? You must have been having an affair.
Even you might change if you have a faithful encounter. And how long would I have to wait for it to be acceptable? Legally, it's no problem after the divorce. A month, half a year, or can I start dating after a year?
I don't know.
I saw on the internet that approximately 19% of men find a new partner within a month, so I don't think it matters whether it's soon or later. It varies from person to person.
I've never heard of someone doing it in just a few days though.
There's a pattern like this too. Besides, you said you'd forget about me, right? Why care even after the divorce?
What's that? Even your attitude. You're strange. You were so apologetic until the divorce. That was just 3 days ago, you know?
I always look forward and keep moving. You should also stop contacting me like this and start your new life. You're in a wheelchair as it is. I think it's better to keep a positive attitude.
I can't believe it. You definitely deceived me.
I didn't deceive you. Could you stop doubting like that? It makes me feel sick.
But even my stuff was still there. There's no way you could switch that quickly. You had an affair because I'm in a wheelchair, right? You thought a normal woman who can walk would be better, right?
Enough is enough. You and I are strangers now. I've already given you the property division, so stop complaining. Don't follow me around anymore. I'm going to completely forget about you.
The last thing you did made me hate you unbearably.
You said you would set me free.
I didn't expect this kind of treatment. I will never forgive you.
You said you'd forget me quickly, didn't you? Well, it's fine if you remember me as you please. But please spare me the resentment from strange misunderstandings. I'm finally free from someone with a disability. Leave your anger behind and celebrate my future life. Lily, long time no see.
Who is this?
It's me, Tom. Did you forget about your ex-husband?
I deleted your contact a long time ago. So what do you want?
Well, I saw you at the hotel in front of the station earlier. I was there for our company's new president's inauguration ceremony. What were you doing there?
That's none of your business.
Cold as ever, aren't you? Oh wait, were you perhaps on a date? You were quite dressed up.
I don't want to discuss this with you. Alright then, goodbye.
Hold on a minute. It's been a while since we talked. Why don't we have a little conversation?
There's absolutely nothing fun about talking to you.
Wow, you've become quite harsh. And you know what? You still can't walk, right? I'm genuinely glad we got divorced. Living with someone with a disability for years would indeed be hard. I've come to realize that again. You don't need to come to the office from tomorrow. Cold as ever, aren't you? What's going on all of a sudden? I'm Lily's husband. You're quite disrespectful to my wife. Huh? Lily has a husband? Come on, what are you talking about? Are you pretending out of regret? No one would want to marry you, a wheelchair user. Aren't you done yet? If you continue this insult, I'm considering suing. So enough. Stop this farce. You're Tom Clark from sales, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Of course you'd know that. Do you understand what business our company is involved in? We're providing services for caregiving and people with disabilities. So what? It's none of my business. You're definitely fired. I'll let Manager Kim know myself. What? How do you know about Manager Kim? Manager just got promoted this year. Because I'm from your company. You're really not Lily. I told you at the beginning that I'm Lily's husband. I'm the company's CEO, White. What? What? You'll find out tomorrow if it's a lie. Well, I've already contacted Manager Kim, so you'll find out soon. Please, wait a moment. I've just got a message from Manager Kim. What did you do? Do you believe me now? I'm sorry. I said many disrespectful things without knowing you were CEO White. You should be apologizing to my wife, Lily. Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm deeply sorry. I've heard about you from my wife. Your reckless driving caused my wife to be in a wheelchair, and then you dumped her. When I heard about it for the first time, I was shocked that someone could do such a horrible thing. And to think that you were one of our company's employees. Didn't you hear about it from her in advance? That I work here? My wife completely forgot about you. And even if she had told me about you first, I would have fired you on the spot. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I will also apologize to Lily. Don't refer to my wife by her first name. You're really disrespectful. I'm sorry. But personally, I am grateful to you. To me. Yes, because you let such a wonderful person go. I was really lucky to meet my wife. I owe everything I am today to my wife. Yes, Lily. No, Lily is always kind and caring, always positive and supportive. Then why did you break up with my wife? That's because, out of guilt. Well, I'll let it pass as that. It's a moot point now. I will come later to apologize again. Could you please not fire me? Isn't that a separate issue? What you did was despicable. You insulted my wife who is in a wheelchair. I don't want someone like that in our company which contributes to society. I've really reflected on it. I will never repeat the same mistake again. It seems my wife has something to say to you.
It's Lily. Never contact me again. Of course, I intend to block you too.
Okay, I won't contact you. And I'm sorry about earlier. I was surprised to see that you had become even more beautiful. I thought you might be living a lonelier life than me. So seeing you looking happy, it made me resentful.
You're still the same ugly person who envies other people's happinesses. You even asked me to congratulate you on your new girlfriend.
I'm really sorry about back then. I was messed up.
What? I couldn't walk on both feet, you know. And yet, you had the energy to have an affair.
Please, Lily. Apologize to CEO White for me. I'm really doing my best at work.
Why do I have to listen to what you say? We are strangers to each other, aren't we? And the one to apologize to isn't my husband, it's me.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Well, it's fine now.
Are you forgiving me? You're as kind as ever, Lily. You haven't changed a bit since then.
I'm saying it's fine because there's no need to forgive. I have nothing to do with you anymore.
Don't say things like that. After all, I'm your ex-husband.
I forgot. I'm so happy now that I can forget about you completely. Thanks for leaving me. I don't even harbor any resentment anymore, so please congratulate me on my current life. Afterwards, my ex-husband was indeed fired from his company. Of course, being a corporation, he wasn't fired solely because he insulted me. He has always been terrible in his words and actions, and there were complaints from his colleagues and clients. Furthermore, he was apparently buying personal items under the guise of expenses. It seems that it was only a matter of time before he was fired. By the way, after divorcing me, my ex-husband apparently broke up with his mistress. I hear he's been single ever since. Moreover, he evolved into a delusional middle-aged man who still thinks he's popular. And it seems no one was taking him seriously. Fired from his job in middle age, I'm not sure what he will do from here. But his life is certainly not happier than mine. While I am still unable to walk and live a life in a wheelchair, I met my current husband and have a partner that I can truly trust, and every day is filled with happiness. After divorcing my ex-husband, I had no hope for life. However, not wanting to be defeated by such dark feelings, I worked hard in my own way, and I believe that I was finally able to attain true happiness. I no longer look back on the accident or my legs. Everything that has happened so far has made me who I am now. Moving forward, along with my loving current husband, I plan to create many warm and happy moments.
Julia, do you have a moment?
Yes, Mother. I'm on my work break right now, so it's fine. Is there something you need?
Actually, it turns out that and is getting a divorce and is moving back here, and her boyfriend, Ethan Davis, will be coming along as well.
What? And is getting a divorce? And she has a boyfriend. What?
Yes, it seems her husband found out about her affair. It's quite unfortunate.
Wait a minute.
But it seems that things are serious with Mr. Davis, so they're planning to return together with marriage in mind.
So you're saying that Ethan Davis was Anne's affair partner? Is that why she's getting divorced?
Well, sometimes things like that happen. Life is unpredictable.
I'd think a married person should know better than to let that happen.
A parent's job is to support their child's love life, even if it involves infidelity.
But
enough with the nitpicking. Can't you get to the point?
wait, we weren't on the main topic yet?
The truth is, Mr. Davis, for reasons, he is currently unemployed.
What? And was a homemaker before the divorce, wasn't she? So you're saying they're both unemployed?
That seems to be the case. So, I decided to have them live with us starting tomorrow.
What?
Since you, Julia, have a high-paying job at a major corporation, we decided you'll be responsible for their living expenses for the time being.
Excuse me?
Since neither and nor her boyfriend Mr. Davis have jobs, you'll have to cover their living costs, Julia.
What? Why me? I can't agree to that. I can't have them living with us.
I didn't ask for your opinion. As the head of this household, I've made this decision. Just do as you're told.
Excuse me, head of the household?
You're Mark's wife, so you have a duty to support our family.
I think I'm already doing enough to support the family. Adding more dependents to our household would surely put us in a difficult financial situation.
But Anne is my daughter, and Mr. Davis might become my son-in-law.
I don't mind if they get married, but I don't think I should have to take care of their living expenses and housing.
Do you want to get a divorce from Mark? Mark is my son, after all, so he would definitely agree with what I'm saying.
Mark is not like that. I'll talk to him tonight.
Well, there's no point in talking about it now. Starting tomorrow, it's settled that Anne and Mr. Davis will be living with us.
Mark, I need to talk about something quite serious while you're away on business.
Julia, what happened? Is everything okay?
This afternoon, I heard something from your mother. Apparently, Anne got divorced because she was cheating and is returning here with her affair partner named Ethan Davis. And they seem to intend to live with us starting tomorrow.
What? Seriously?
Yes, seriously. Moreover, your mother is insisting that I should pay for their living expenses.
What's that all about? Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable.
I know, right? I tried to refuse, but she wouldn't hear of it.
By the way, what's this about and being divorced for infidelity? I never heard anything about my sister behaving so outrageously before.
I was just as surprised when I got the message this afternoon.
Well, our mother adores Anne. Regardless of how wrong it is by societal standards, she's like, well, it's in, so it can't be helped. Or, Anne is special so it's okay. This is seriously frustrating, considering we're the ones who should be reprimanding her.
Mark, you've had a tough time, haven't you?
Yeah, kind of. Our divorced father also used to sigh all the time.
I see.
By the way, Is the name Ethan Davis correct?
Huh?
I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
Assuming your mother, who is the source of this information, isn't mistaken, it should be correct.
Alright, it's been bothering me, so I'll look it up. It might not be someone directly related to me, but it could be a friend of a friend or something.
Okay, let me know if you find out anything.
Sure thing. Well then, I'll try confirming with some of my friends right away.
Yeah, please do. Mother. Hello, where are you right now?
You're so noisy. I'm out having dinner with my friends right now. Why?
Isn't back with her boyfriend, Ethan Davis?
Ah, yes. Those two arrived this afternoon. Have you met them yet?
Met them, you say. The two of them are canoodling in my room. And their stuff is occupying my entire room. All my things. They've been tossed out in the yard. What the hell is going on here?
I gave Julia's room to them. That's why I put all your things out in the yard.
Isn't that just way too presumptuous?
This is all because you refuse to pay for their living expenses.
What?
If you don't agree to provide for their living expenses, I'll have to ask you to leave.
No matter what you say, I won't agree to that. I did not consent to living with Anne and her boyfriend, and I will certainly not be paying for their living expenses.
Well, then I'll leave your things out in the yard. They might get wet if it rains. By the way, wasn't there a forecast for rain tonight?
Why are you being so condescending? Have you forgotten your place in this house?
Isn't that a question for you, Julia? As a daughter-in-law, you have no right to defy us, the family into which you married.
Is that so?
Well, if you declare that you'll pay for Anne and her boyfriend's living expenses, I don't mind if you live in the shed in the yard. For you who has no parents or siblings, and nowhere else to go, it's better than being kicked out of this house, isn't it? You should listen to what I, your mother-in-law, am saying, or else leave this house. Choose one.
Mark, on your way home now?
Yeah, I'm on the train. How's everything over there? As planned, Anne and Ethan Davis have been staying at home since yesterday, right?
Yep, they've even taken over my room.
What, taken over?
When I got home from work, all my belongings were literally thrown out into the yard. When I protested to Mother, she said if I would pay for Anne and Ethan's living expenses, she would let me keep my stuff in the garden shed. If not, she said I could leave.
Really? My own mother. It makes me wonder if she's okay in the head. I apologize for my troublesome mom.
It's not your fault, Mark.
Where were you last night, by the way? I hope you didn't spend the night in the shed.
No, I stayed at a business hotel. I rented a truck and put the stuff that was thrown out in the yard in a storage facility.
I see.
Sorry for not getting in touch sooner. I was tired from moving and fell asleep.
No worries. By the way, where's the hotel you stayed in?
It's about a 6-minute walk from Station A.
Then, can we meet at the south exit of Station A? I found out who Ethan Davis really is, and I want to report it.
Really?
I have to go back to the office after I get off the train, but I've been told I can leave after I've given my trip report. I was thinking of meeting up in about 2 hours.
Got it. Is it okay if I wait under the stairs at the south exit of Station A?
Under the stairs. Got it.
See you later then.
Alright, see you in 2 hours.
Mark, thanks for the update earlier.
Hey, Julia.
It was a shocker, wasn't it? Ethan Davis, he's a real piece of work.
Indeed, when I remembered what my friend told me, I was like, whoa.
For tonight, I'll be staying at the business hotel again.
Okay, I'll join you as soon as I'm ready.
Julia, have you made up your mind yet?
What?
Stop sulking in the shed and pledge to cover Anne and Ethan's living expenses.
No matter how many times you say it, I'm not agreeing to cover their living expenses, nor do I intend to.
You have to listen to what I say. I'm your mother-in-law. If you don't consent soon, I'll make Mark divorce you.
Mom.
Oh, Mark, just in time. Could you also convince Julia to pay for Anne and Mr. Davis's living expenses?
We've already left the house, haven't we?
What?
You must have noticed that Julia's stuff has already been moved out. I also moved all my stuff out of my room overnight, and I'm with Julia now.
What? Where have you gone?
I can't tell you that. We've decided to cut ties with you.
Cut ties? Why would you do such a thing?
Because you've been mistreating Julia. She's my precious wife. I can't just let it slide.
I didn't mistreat her. Julia has been defiant towards our family, and she wouldn't accept Anne and Mr. Davis. I was just making her understand our position and persuading her.
Do you know who Ethan Davis really is, Mom?
What do you mean, who he really is? He's Justin's boyfriend.
No, he's not. Davis is the man who stole my friend's wife.
What?
And he's also been involved with several other married women. As a result of being sued for over $70,000 in damages, he's in debt.
In debt?
That's the result of my investigation when his name rang a bell. There's a high possibility that Anne is aware of what kind of man Davis is. And she might have brought him to our house to hide him from debt collectors.
There's no way Anne would do something like that.
And are you saying that your savings could be targeted? Don't you think you should check right away? Remember you told Anne about the money you received from Dad's estate and keep at our home.
Oh, yeah, kept in cash at home for my retirement? I thought it would motivate me to see the money growing.
But what if Davis heard about it from Anne?
What?
What about your retirement savings? Are they okay?
My retirement savings, my chest of drawers. There's no way. Julia, help me.
What's up?
I just found out that my $20,000 mattress savings for my retirement is gone.
What?
When I asked Anne and Mr. Davis, they said, we splurged it as a celebration for moving in together.
That's terrible.
Julia, help me.
Isn't it odd that you're asking me for help? Instead, wouldn't it be more meaningful for you to urgently find work?
But Julia, I'm Mark's mother. You should feel indebted to me, who chose to live with you.
Well, there's something I've been wondering about. What do you mean by choosing to live with you and being indebted?
Well, since you don't have any parents or siblings, I'm living with you as a surrogate mother, letting you fulfill filial duties.
True, my parents are deceased, and I don't have any siblings as an only child. However, I'm fully employed and earning a living. If I rent a house, I can easily create a home. And that home I rented happens to be the house I was evicted from.
What? You mean you're the tenant, Julia?
That's right. Did you forget our conversation? I've been renting a house since I was single, and then Mark, who married me, moved in. And 2 months later, Mark's divorced father lost his home, and his mother brought a moving company one day out of the blue and just moved in.
Oh, really?
As we continue the story, if I, the tenant, leave, it means canceling the lease.
So,
the end of this month is the eviction date, so please let Anne and Mr. Davis know to prepare to leave as soon as possible.
this is a problem. Where are we supposed to go? Even the $20,000 for retirement is gone. And I had no idea Mr. Davis was such a terrible man. Julia.
It's too late. Goodbye.
Julia.
First about Ethan Davis, Mark's friend. Leaking the info to a man whose wife was taken by him resulted in quick completion of notifications to all relevant parties. The next day, a black wagon took him away somewhere, and for some reason, and was taken along as well. Since the debt payments are being made reliably every month, it seems safe to assume things are okay for now. As for the mother, having lost her home and provider, she finally realized her cornered situation. She managed to get a job at a place where she could secure her living needs as a live-in worker. But She's been causing a lot of trouble, like ordering around coworkers who are younger than her. And she doesn't seem to be aware at all that her countdown to being fired has already started.